Hey, it's Tim. I want you to know that if you are working on something that's really challenging, you can do this. If you're going after some kind of goal that feels like impossible, or there's no way I'm going to pull this off, or am I ever going to make this happen, you can do this. If you're looking around and you don't see anybody else doing anything that you're doing, and you're wondering, am I insane? Or other people are telling you that you're crazy and this is a pipe dream, I want you to know you can do this, right? You got to believe in yourself. You got to hold on tightly to your dream. You have to get up every day and get at it because you're the only one that can make it happen. And if you weren't able to make it happen, you wouldn't have this desire, you wouldn't have this calling, you wouldn't have this passion. And so you need to believe that you can make this happen. In fact, I want you to repeat after me: I can make this happen, or I'm making this happen. This is happening. Notice how we keep making it more present tense. This is happening. I got this. I'm making this happen. And you're anchoring it into you. You're not just saying, yeah, I'm going to make this happen. No, you're going, I make this happen. I am causing this to happen. It's already a done deal. You say it with passion. You say it with drive. You say it with conviction and enthusiasm. So your own brain believes you. So if you're ever feeling down, if you're ever feeling frustrated, if you're ever feeling like this, I don't know, and you're feeling scared, or you're feeling worried, or you're feeling stressed or strapped because of all the reasons that we have. We're afraid of running out of money, we're not making any money, we're afraid of going deeper in debt, we're afraid of running out of time, we're afraid that we're not smart enough, we're afraid that we're too young or too old, or we don't have the right connections, or whatever the excuse is. The excuses are always the same for everybody. Your excuses are the same excuses that I had to struggle with, and everybody else who's successful at anything has to overcome those same fears, right? False evidence appearing real, finding excuses and reasons not to take action. We find excuses and reasons to take action. We find that I've got to find a reason to take action today. What am I going to do? Use your power questions. What am I going to do today to infuse myself enough to take more action, to show up and shine? You are already a success if you have a goal and every day you get up and you go get it. Every day, if you get up and you chase that worthy goal, you go after it, right? You do whatever you need to do. You need to hustle, you need to scrap, you need to claw your way to that goal, then you do it. You show up and do it. There is no secret to success except the fact that you have to have a mindset that allows you to keep going after it every day, because the people that keep going after it are the ones who learn and the ones who succeed. If you're crazy enough to go after a really big goal, then you're crazy enough to accomplish it as well. There is so much fear that's outside of us from other people who are settling for the status quo, who are complaining every day and constantly focusing on what's wrong and looking at the clouds instead of the sun that's shining on the other side of those clouds. You've got to be the one who keeps believing. You got to be the one who keeps reaching. You got to be the one who keeps saying, I can do this. I'm going to be the one. If others have achieved what I want, I can do it too. If others can do it, I can do it too. I want you to say, I'm next. I'm next. Okay. I want you to say that. Say, I'm next, and anchor it in. I'm next. Okay. Say it out loud. I'm next. I'm next. I'm the next breakthrough. I'm the next success story. I'm the next person you hear about in one of those testimonials that are like, wow, I can't believe this. I finally made it happen, which you should say, I can believe this because I've been declaring it, and I've been telling myself, and I've been owning it, and I've been visualizing it, and I've been imagining what it would be like to have it so that I can feel it using feelization, which is even more important than visualization. And now it's a reality because I manifested it. I believed it before anybody else, and that's why it's here. So whenever you see anybody else succeeding, whatever goal you have, somebody else has already achieved it. Probably many people have already achieved it. You want to make more money? Lots of people have made more money. You want to own your own business or have a thriving coaching practice? I've done that. You can do it too. I started from the bottom, right? I had no money. I was broke. I had negative money. I had so much credit card debt and student loan debt, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I was struggling from day to day, stressed out, worried, afraid, having to deal with my own insecurities, my own anxiety, never sleeping, just sitting there in a ball of stress in the middle of the night, thinking, how am I going to pull this off? How am I going to pay my bills? What's going to happen next? And then as soon as something good starts to happen, bam, some other challenge shows up. right? With family or in your relationship or with your health or something else. And it feels like, my gosh, every time I try to make some progress, something else knocks me down. What the heck, right? Every time I keep going after what I want, there's more obstacles that show up. Does God not want me to succeed? The answer is God does want you to succeed, and He's helping you to grow into the person that you need to become in order to have the wealth and the joy and the peace and the happiness that you desire. You have to become this person, and to become this person, you've got to grow. You've got to put behind the old you and step into the new you. That is the only way to command the wealth, the success, the happiness, the health, the fitness, the joy, the love, whatever it is that you desire. It's the only way to do it. You've got to let go of the old way and you've got to step into the new way. If you continue to hold on to the stories, the hurts, the traumas from the past, you will never be able to step into the power, the joy, the happiness, the confidence, and the fulfillment that awaits you. You've got to become you 2.0. And if you're at you 2.0, you got to become you 3.0 so that you can grow into the person that you need to become in order to have whatever it is that you want to have. And make that your ultimate goal. Not making more money, not losing 50 pounds, not, just running your own business or whatever it may be for you. Your ultimate goal is to reach your fullest potential, to grow into the person that you were born to be. And that is a worthy cause. That is an amazing way to spend a life. If you decide every day that I'm going to get up and I'm going to set goals because those goals are an excuse and an opportunity for me to grow into the person that I was born to be. And I'm going to do this no matter what. Nothing and no one can stop me because I am more powerful than any situation. Situations are temporary. I am timeless, right? This body might be temporarily, but my mind, my spirit is timeless. My energy, I'm made of atomic energy like the sun, right? I'm made of the same elements as all of our solar system. Our solar system is vast and powerful. You're made of the same stuff as our oceans. Our oceans are vast and powerful. You are vast and powerful. Your resourcefulness is unlimited. You might say, yeah, but I don't have the resources. It ain't about resources. It's about being resourceful with the resources you do have. I didn't have the education. I found education in the library. I went to school, but school never taught me. Even when I went to school for psychology, it didn't teach me what I needed to know to be really successful with my clients and with my practice. And I paid a lot of money for those degrees, and it didn't get me where I thought it was going to get me, right? I spent years and tens of thousands of dollars and went into huge student debt to get paper on a wall that didn't help me at all, right? And so I had to find other resources, and I did. I found them at the library when I was getting cassette tapes, and I was playing cassette tapes in my little Walkman, and I was playing those and walking around the block when I felt like my life was in shambles and I was just felt like I was dying inside every day. And I would listen to those tapes and I would walk around and I would listen to my mentors, people that were older than me, people that already walked down the path, even if they were just 10% farther down the path. They could spot the potholes. They could say, watch this here, do this, make this turn, right? Check this out, believe in yourself, all the stuff that they were telling me. And I'm like, yes, I'm next. I'm next. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And I borrowed their attitude, and it allowed me to continue to learn and grow until I became the person that I needed to become in order to command the health, the wealth, the business, and the opportunities that I now have. So I started at the bottom. Now I'm here. Wherever you're at, you can do the same thing. Trust me, if I can do it, you can do it, right? So I've done it. Now I want you to say, I'm next. Okay? Say it with me. I'm next. That's right. I'm the next one to make 6 figures or 7 figures. I'm the next one to get my health back. I'm the next one to save my marriage. I'm the next one to grow my relationship with my children. I'm the next one to build super confidence, bulletproof confidence. I'm the next one to let go of the past and the story that I kept telling myself and build a new story full of confidence and love and self-belief. And when you do that, then everything begins to transform. You're going to have challenges. There's still going to be walls that show up in your life, but you're going to learn how to knock those down and turn them into stepping stones. Life isn't happening to you. Life is happening for you. And when you adopt this attitude, then the game begins to change for you. No matter what challenges show up, you keep showing up stronger, which is why I always say it doesn't matter what shows up. What matters is how you show up. So you say, I'm next. I'm next. I'm showing up strong and powerful and confident and secure, regardless of what other people think of me, regardless of what's going on in my life, regardless of my circumstances. I am taking charge because I can. right? You might feel like I don't have control over anything. You have control over the story you're telling yourself right now. You have control over what you are saying about these situations that you're in. Are you going to use them to make you stronger, or are you going to allow them to tear you down? Are you going to use whatever's going on and use it as fuel to drive you towards what you want, or are you going to let life hold you back? Every time I got knocked down, and trust me, I got knocked down all the time, I just told myself that, I'm just going to come back stronger. I'm just going to come back stronger. I'm just going to keep going. As my buddy Willie Jolly always says, a setback is a setup for a comeback. Woo! Right. And that's what I just kept saying. It's just a comeback. I'm just going to keep coming back. Now, sometimes I'm like, why does it always have to be a comeback? Why does it always have to be an underdog story? How come it can't just be easier? And that I had to change my story. Buddha once said that life is suffering, but once you understand it and you're okay with it, then it's not really suffering anymore. You've changed your story and now it's just a situation. And what am I going to do with it? Right. So if it's a cloudy day, then I'm going to be like, all right, then I'm going to go ahead and enjoy the shade. Right. And if it's sunny day, okay, great. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy the sunshine. Doesn't matter what shows up. What matters is how you show up with your mindset and your attitude and how you are interpreting everything. There is no meaning in life except the meaning that you give to life. There's no meaning in any situation except the meaning that you give to that situation. Now, I know that a lot of times it just feels whatever you're feeling. Is just how I feel. This is just how I feel. This is just reality. No, how you feel is based on programming that you had when you were a kid. You're not really even consciously choosing how you think or feel right now. It's your unconscious beliefs from programming from childhood that have set up a set of beliefs and a life blueprint or a paradigm in your mind that says this is how life is, right? Life is wonderful or life is difficult. Life is full of abundance or life is full of scarcity. Life is joy or life is pain. That is a paradigm. That's a set of beliefs that were installed in you when you were a kid, and now you're operating from them. So you've got to upgrade those unconscious beliefs in order to upgrade your conscious thoughts in order for you to believe what you're actually telling yourself. That's why my one belief away method is all about changing your beliefs, right? I don't say you're one thought away. I say you're one belief away, because sometimes our thoughts are really difficult and challenging. You'll be like, oh my God, I hate my life and I can't stand that this is happening. I just feel like I want to blow my head off or jump off a bridge. It's so much pressure all the time. I'm stressed all the time. I'm full of anxiety. I can't sleep. My family's blowing up. My finances are blowing up. And it just feels like, right? That's when you got to breathe. You take your power breaths. Then you ask your power questions. All right, what do I want to have happen? If life is happening for me instead of just to me, what would I want to have happen instead? What's one action I can take to start to move in that direction? Right? What do I want to believe instead about my situation? What do I want to believe, that, life is against me, or do I want to believe that the universe is trying to help me, even though it might not look like it on the surface? And if you believe that the universe has your back, you will start making different actions. Are you a lucky person or an unlucky person? I used to think that I was unlucky. I used to think that nothing ever worked out for me. No matter what I did, nothing ever worked out for me. And I started changing that, because you know what? You project your thoughts onto the world. You don't see the world as it is, you see the world as you are. So if I'm in my head thinking nothing ever works out for me, guess what? I will make choices and I will act in ways that will cause situations to never seem to work out for me. So I changed that. I started telling myself, you know what? I'm a lucky person. I'm the luckiest person on the planet. I'm the luckiest person on the planet. I'm the luckiest person on the planet. I'm next for that next lucky thing, for that next miracle. I always expect miracles. I know they're going to show up. There's going to be letdowns. There's going to be disappointments. But you know what's on the other side of that? Another miracle, another breakthrough, another opportunity, some other exciting situation that's going to keep me moving forward. Right. And if I can't find them, I'm going to make them. I'm going to create them. I'm going to create my own luck. Right. I'm going to decide how I show up today, not my circumstances. And when I started telling myself that, a new story, and I started anchoring it to myself and believing that I'm a lucky person, I started making different choices. I started reaching out to those people that I was afraid to call. I started showing up and making videos that I was afraid to, well, I'm going to look bad, or my lighting's not right, or the background's not right, or people are going to think I'm dumb, or people are going to reject me. Who cares? Right. I showed up and did what I needed to do. You can't control what other people are going to do. You only control what you're going to do and how you're going to show up. And that's all you need to do. I started making those choices. I started being consistent. I started following through. I started getting more clarity and focus. I hired coaches. I bought programs. I got mentoring, and I learned what I was missing, because you need the three pillars. You need, if you're going to be successful in any kind of business, you're going to need the mindset, because that's number one. You're going to need the skill set, because you got to be good at what you do, and you need the business systems so that you know how to get clients, right? If you are missing one of those, it's always going to fall over. It's like a three-legged table. If you're missing one of the legs, boom, it's going to fall over every single time. So we got to make sure that we have all three of those pillars. So I want you to just remember that so they've said before that sometimes you just need one person to believe in you so that you can believe in yourself. Well, today that person is me. I believe in you. I know you can do this. I believe in you. I know that you've got the right stuff, and I believe in your dreams as well. You've just got to keep charging forward and reminding yourself that I got this. I'm next. The luckiest person on the planet, and life is happening for me, and my mission is to grow into the person that I was born to be, so that I can command the health, the wealth, the success, the happiness, and the joy that I desire. It doesn't matter what other mood other people are in. I'm going to focus on what I need to do to step up, right? I'm going to focus on what I need to do to take that next step today. Just keep taking that next step today. Yeah, but my spouse doesn't support me. I don't care, right? Sometimes our spouses are in fear. They have their own stuff, and they have their own limiting beliefs, or they're not watching these videos. They're not hearing these messages. And so they're operating in a different mindset, in a different reality. This is your reality, the reality that you are a success, the reality that you can achieve your goals and dreams, the reality that other people believe in you. I believe in you, right? This is your reality. So you got to stay in your lane and focus on what you want. Do not get caught up in what the critics say. Do not take advice on how to be happy from people that are always complaining. Do not take advice on how to be wealthy from people who are broke. Take advice on people who are wealthy and happy and who believe in you and want you to be the same. Okay? That's who you should take advice from. So I believe in you. I know you can do this. And I want you to walk around all day today saying, I'm next. I believe in me. I'm next. I can do this. And as soon as you tell yourself every day, I can do this, you will.